Ransom's been on a mission to prove he's one of the best rappers bar for bar on the planet the last couple of years. His last several projects have been stellar. I don't see him stopping here. Let's get into it.
You gonna write my shit.
That's Safari.
I fight with the best of them, then fight to the death with them. Won't strike a pedestrian, what likely possesses him.
This is a sick rhyme scheme.
Every time I step in this square box, I produce action. I give them hell cause I did it well. Duck shots but got hit, so now when it rains on me, I Philly shells.
That is sick. That is sick. Now when it rains, I feel these shells, and then I Philly shell like the boxing defense. That's sick.
Another round left, and you ain't got enough, fam. I'm looking at your corner.
He been keeping his boxing shit going on for a while. That cut man line is sick.
You shouldn't bet against this trust, fam. I leave no prints on the fifth, cuz I gotta admit, bruh, I be in fury wearing these big gloves.
That's another slit line with the Tyson Fury punch in there.
Pure rock, this is straight glass. I teach him how to weigh it up. It's obvious he ain't built for this weight class. We all want to see the greats clash. A straight blast, body shots that cave in ribs and break abs. Stopping who? They never gave me the proper due. I gotta prosper through when the situation get rocky too. I bear down, motley crew, rock a nigga, watch he snooze. Blood on my Versace shoes. There's no division that could subtract me. The math free, don't wanna be counted out, then you add me. Don't really matter what the math be, cause you
wanna be counted out, you add me.
Only good as your last performance, nigga, just ask me.
And that's a wrap, man. We can go home after that. I done seen enough. I hope y'all understand what this nigga just did lyrically. Let's move past the rhyme scheme and the flow, which was excellent, top tier. Nearly all the punches here incorporated some sort of boxing reference. You know, it was packed with wordplay and double entendres. I think that Philly shell line was probably the best line out of this song. He rapped over this triumphant beat. I wasn't a huge fan of it. It wasn't trash. It was pretty mid. But what we got lyrically, I think more than makes up for it. This is Rituals with 38 Special. The biggest critique in this album is gonna be the production.
Used to be a nightmare counting bodies instead of sheep. Just got my dream job, but ironically now I never sleep. Here, pull up a better seat. Get a close look at this game and claim you a set of cleats. Judge through the book of the nigga. Or some hooded niggas be storming your gates. Crip Mac, get a couple fives drawn in your face. It often relates. This street shit is like walking in place. Did time on that State Farm for you talking to Jake. Yeah.
That's sick. Yo, it's time in that State Farm for you talking to Jake.
Talk to the greats, but they ain't wanna see me eat when they offer the plate. The
sick for syllable too.
If we was hanging out and it's late and you left for home, I hit you back to make sure if you safe. But at the same token,
very
when that
respectable.
name spoken, lames choking on their words, cause I've been linked to extortion and rape.
We inspired to be the richest plugs. No kiss and hugs, niggas shoot at your hug and tell them this is love. A ditch is dug. I'm an illegitimate thug.
I like this rap scheme.
My studio car crib is bugs. Nigga, this is what ambition does. I put a brick in the door and a dash, but I don't deliver grub. Niggas fiending from desperation.
That's
Mad
tough.
I exceeded their expectations. Then they start.
Hey, once again, man, elite rapping. Questionable beat, but elite rapping. The thing about Ransom, he's able to string together these insanely complex rhyme schemes with elite level punching. That State Farm talking to Jake's line, bar of the song, probably bar of the album so far between that and that Philly shell line. 38 Special came in and spazzed too. I think Ransom had the better of the two verses. I think it took Special a little bit of time to warm up. You can kind of break his verse up. He used 3 different rhyme schemes. That 3-syllable to start, the 4-syllable in the middle, and then the 3-syllable to end it. That 3-syllable to start, I like the rhyme scheme, but the punch it took a little time to pick up. Then when he got to the middle of the verse, he started throwing haymaker after haymaker. Overall, 2 super fire verses for Ransom and 38 Special. Nicholas Craven gonna have to save these beats though. This is Circumstances. I love this sample. I can't remember the name of this song, but I know it.
I bench press stress and curl tension. Hold the weight on my shoulders, cause I'm shaped like a soldier.
That's a good scheme. That's a really good
I
scheme.
talk to God, but it's not for repentance. My little homie was shot by that entrance. Don't call me bro if you're not my descendant. I spit fair like I'm not full of vengeance. Get stripped bare like a plot from the Revenant. If I offend
And strip bare like a plot from the Revenant is tough.
The judge spoke a couple words, I was shocked by the sentence. Just remember it, the world to your family.
I heard a bunch of sentence lines, but that's super creative and super witty.
I envy this heart of mine and feel for niggas all the time. Niggas bite their hand and think that I'm just supposed to fall in line. Send her out, long as my Mary's got this torch in him, avenge a man's death, and your ass gonna be in the morgue with him. Hey yo, Ransom. Hey yo, talk to
I like this modulation right here.
You think I made it to 42 by luck?
Full of indigenous slaves, your religion is vague. Would you plant a tree if you knew you couldn't sit in its shade? Came from the dirt like I'm digging the grave. They say that.
Bro, you're not supposed to be ripping off 4 syllables like this, not back to back like this. He's doing it at the end of the bar and at the beginning of the bar, which is kind of like a pseudo 8 syllable. Not really, not technically, but that's kind of the impression that it gives off. Come on, man.
In a cage, I give you additional grades. Cherish it, just nod your head if you two can relate. If you maneuver in faith, then you be choosing your place. Cause it ain't by losing a race. Make sure you cross the finish line. My brother told me bare my soul, that's what I did this time.
Nah, that song is sick. Best beat on the album so far by far. Gorgeous soul sample on there. I like the modulation in the middle. Ransom and the Game got busy. I mean, from a technical standpoint, Ransom had the better verse. I mean, he had the 2 best verses out of the 3. But the Game really tough. You know, he wasn't ripping off 4 syllables like Ransom was, but he had some crisp rhyme schemes in there and really vivid description of pain and disloyalty. Good storytelling in there as well, some slick brags. Ransom did his thing as well, the street knowledge and advice. Excellent song. I think the rapping has been elite on all 3 of these songs, but this one put together the whole package when it came to the production. This is overnight success.
60 bars with no hooks, I was breaking their chains. They laughed at me, I stood firm, I was staking my claim. Put in this groundwork before you can make you a name. Spit all this dope shit for years and they take it in vain.
Spit all this dope and they take it in vain. That's a drug flip.
How did they make it through the summer? When niggas won the lottery with someone else's number. You should've let me host nights, a bottle of Reposado, suppress the sorrow. But still I'm spitting with the best bravado. When shit is rocky, you gotta
talk that tequila-ish.
test the heart that's in the chest of Drago. Damn. But even Obama left Chicago. Just say legend when you speak of Ransom.
I think that was probably the second best produced song outside of Circumstances. It was still just an okay beat in my opinion, but it was definitely better than The Hawk and The Rituals. Ransom's performance, like when you average 30 a night and you come out there and drop 24, you still put up your numbers. You know, his verse centered around posturing himself above everyone else in the rap game. And they had the standout punch that the first couple of tracks did, but still a solid verse. This is Compromised.
Man, you'd be surprised who
Nicholas Craven is just clearly better than any of these other producers.
know what it feels when your best friends don't want the best for you. But I don't think less of you. We ain't gotta meet if it's beef, I make you a vegetable.
And we ain't gotta meet if it's beef, I make you a vegetable. That's slick.
So I ain't gotta chase a dream, girl, I ain't even letting that bitch dream. No more sales on the flip screen, no more scales tipping when that brick lean. Man, ain't weak in your doubt yet, what's a plug to an outlet without stress. I ain't gonna keep my enemies close, never turn a wolf to a house pet. Ain't no living without death, that means you gotta get it done. Everybody gon' wanna sell until they gotta sit in one. It ain't shit to consider.
Nah, he's spazzing right now.
Too much to digest. Life is a crap table and the reapers making his side bets. I digress. It's about progress. If you try to stop death, I sidestep. I ain't dancing with saying like Lil Nas X. Do not guess how you project.
That's hilarious. That's fire.
Goofy prospect who think he pock check. Too concerned with his fashion, I wonder who should he mock next. Do not rest. They thought I was
too concerned with his fashion. I don't know who you gonna mock next. Cause the mock turtleneck. Oh, this nigga spitting.
They whisper about me like I'm Loch Ness, an underground monster who ain't made it to the top yet. You can't compare a square to an animal. How you looking at your silver spoon? You born with it up frying rocks in your living room. Let's get in tune. Long ass chopper calling this sticker.
Oh, the silver spoon line.
Catch him like a bouquet. I tackle all my problems like I'm Boucher. You still playing 2K? I just bought a new K. Replay, that's 3Ks. I might greet you with a couple of hooded niggas to white sheet you. My eyes stay open, I'm a light.
No.
I don't trust it all. I know some niggas who worship Hove and recite ether. Watch each other, everything is fair and square. I can never fair square.
That just wasn't fair. You're not supposed to pack that many heavy hitting bars into one track. I mean, I'm stopping every single bar. Yeah, it just ain't fair. Best song of the album so far. This is Making It. Either I'm just getting used to the production or it's actually getting better.
My time to embrace it. Now we invited out to engagements. Get paid off the top, cause that's the arrangement. You run hard, gotta make sure that the team glitter, cause the only thing that comes to a deep sleep is dreams, nigga. Life is what you make it, nigga. You gotta make it, cause ain't nobody giving you nothing. You gotta take it. They so broads with the fake tits, liposuction, fucking for facelifts. Try to DM us, but we don't say shit. Tasteless, my Rolex shining, day and day tick. By the way, remember they never gave us the time of day. Andale, we out to Bahama Bay where Rihanna stay. Fly shit, but gotta stay grounded is what your mama say.
That's a tough song. Objectively, that production was pretty sick. The drums could be a little bit better, but that vocal sample is sick. Right now, I'm seeing a pattern of Ransom's content being a lot more mature. I think with Ransom albums, there's always this sense of introspection and passing on of knowledge. But this song in particular, he seems really removed from that street life and more so focused on passing on wisdom from his second half of life. Really enjoyable song. This is Redemption.
You need light in that dark alley, I brought it to you free of charge. I gave you game when you gambled, then you beat the odds. I gave you pain, they in shambles when they see a scar. Now say my name, when you say it, say that he's a god.
You got that name, same in rhyme, and then the 3 syllable at the end. I like this pattern.
Niggas ain't good if they ain't good as you. Wish a nigga would is what you wouldn't do. Your man's got some pull, but he ain't pulling through.
I like that niggas ain't good if they ain't as good as you line. That's facts.
Pain is good when it's put to use. I'm on the eve of going at him like I took the fruits.
Yeah, I want to Eva going at him. That's a sick bar.
That's the line across. I'll calmly step to the line and blow it right in your ear like Lance next to LeBron. But let me digress. I ain't sleep. I'm just trying to let my eyes rest. Now what I'm going to scribe next? You was probably stuck on the porch. Your mom called you in when it's time to fuck with the chores. But me, I kept a big ass gun stuffed in my drawers. Them bullets left no trace, so it was nothing to draw. I always thought if you had to
Trace draw. Bar was so good it made my voice crack.
I studied the human mind and it's never fun to explore, but it's funny what you will find when a cup has nothing to pour. Yeah, I don't think they want me.
Bro, this beat is so annoying. Bro, get Nicholas Craven back on here, man. Yo, I haven't started my vinyl collection, but if vinyl still got the little acapella versions, the beats ain't that bad, but this is the only thing holding this back so far.
I took some time off, then I went on a clever run. Classic after classic, the best to be yet to come.
That's facts.
Yeah, now my heart is forever numb.
His run right now is ridiculous.
That'll cause a reverend to run. Shit, I'm just
Who's the MC who would cause a reverend to run? Nah, talk that my Adidas-ish.
I came from a mindset where you had to treasure the slum, so you joke on my dark nights and I Heath Ledger your son. I just had to smirk. These last couple years I done added work. Survive like magic, jerk.
The more I listen to this, the more I love One Producer albums. Bro, that beat has so much potential, but baby! You can't just keep looping that. That's annoying. Rapping was fire though. That rapping was sick. I can't stress how uncommon 4 syllables are, and he's barely going under that. This is OD. Alright, this is Captions with Tyrant.
Niggas online that's grieving their casualties. Happily tweet foul shit and say that they hacking me. The savagery. Everyone here is living so lavish.
Foul hacking, basketball flip.
Telling LeBron that he couldn't pass Kareem. Living online is like a flashy dream. Every hoe's a classy queen. I don't know what happy means. Showing face laughing.
What social media he on where every girl is classy?
Money phones, ashy teens, overblown ass and jeans. Sober tones, crack your screen. Home Alone classic scene. 2 arms raised to your face.
Hey, this channel ain't gonna do nothing. We finna break down a rhyme scheme, and this nigga got a 6 syllable going. The very rare 6 syllable rhyme scheme. Come on, man. Y'all niggas don't appreciate bars. Y'all don't appreciate them.
You got niggas rich on the gram that's posting pics and they move from the porch. Don't tell me what's your net worth. Don't tell me how the network and how the internet works. Now everyone's an expert. Now everyone got you fucked up. Everyone's teaching lessons. Every woman is stuck up. Every nigga's impressive. Devil on your shoulder, disappearing when the sins are done. A picture's worth 1,000 words, but I'm just trying to win in one.
Bikes, it's all about follows through all of our plights and all of our sorrow. As long as you clean with the metal and
I just double time. That flow is sick. He did an excellent job with that double time. Most people, white rappers, just start talking fast, but you gotta make sure that the words that you rhyme and matches the cadence in order for it to sound good, and he did a good job with that.
Facts is nowadays you can be veiled in from a catfish. That shit alone should tell you that this life we living backwards. But a Nike dealer task fulfill his classic, huh? It seems that you think it's facade. Jeans from an ancient design, they seen it engraved in the mind. The scheme is to make us divide. You niggas jaded.
His flows are excellent.
Did away with. They keep the God that's entertained with entertainment, then obtain it when it's just in a statement. The situations I done blew a bird on promotion before I ever spoke in Twitter spaces.
That's sick. That's sick. These niggas is spitting.
In the vague land, heard of what these lames said, cut from a different cloth, but they just read it on the same thread.
They read it on the same thread.
They
read it on the same thread.
They say that you can't judge a book by the cover, I either by the face, okay? That's why the hellest version what a nigga metaverse with. God, nigga.
The metaverse punch. Tyrant, I ain't know it was like that. Tyrant lost his mind. Bro, it ain't many features that I think have gone toe-to-toe with Ransom, and that's one of them. I think Tyrant might have had the better verse of the song, and that's saying a lot because Ransom's verse was awesome. Ransom put on a rap 101 when it came to rhyme schemes, and of course everything centered around this theme of social media. But then Tyrant comes in, it takes him maybe 4 bars to warm up, and as soon as he got into that double time, he lost it. That double time flow was sick. The flow directly after that was sick. He went into this super complex rhyme scheme after that. Then he ended the verse with this scheme where he used all the different social media platforms. Oh yeah, and the beat was great. This is Imperial Glaciers.
We back at it. This shit is Imperial right here. Word.
The production on this album has been an emotional roller coaster. This sample is sick.
It's a morbid tale of niggas who often fail or get tossed in jail, assault the frail as soon as I run my fingers across the braille. Blind fury, sublime flurries of coke that's off the scale. Libraries with lies buried, already lost the trail.
Oh man. He getting into a little bit of meter too with the cadence. And then meter is kind of like rhyming, but for cadence where you emphasize the same syllables over the course of 2 different bars.
I'm traumatized, the deepest waters got sharks in they prime. These little niggas using drakes cause they hearts on the line. Shaving the raw, able to score with a play.
That's fire. That is fire. Niggas is using Dracos because their hearts in the lineup.
These men in black is flashing iron, erasing your thoughts. Cause niggas who be reaping what they sow wasn't made from this cloth.
That's
life
fire.
Is a win, that means that laying in graves is a loss. Cycle of sins, life in the bank, put the razor to jaws. They never could discover.
Why is this sample so gorgeous?
Where they discovered us. Imperial jewels shining luxurious.
Cause where I be, you gotta swim there, swimmingly. He saw the gat and went willingly. With them there, don't take us to the safe house. We counted at the lake house. I'm trying to cop a steakhouse, another plate of steak out. I'm staking claims, eating clams, an advanced criminal, critically acclaimed. With not a blemish on my name.
He's playing with words pretty well. He's stretching some of it like with the swimmingly, but that little stakeout wordplay was pretty tough.
First time I met Scarface, I was at Houston's. Ironic, this luxury rap, my contribution.
After trashing the beats for half the album, I think I bullied them into bettering themselves. Watch I mess it up now. But the production on the second half of the album has been really good. Ransom got busy with his verse. Willie the Kid got busy too. I think Ransom easily had the better verse of the two. But I like where Willie the Kid was going, where he would take one word and kind of play with it for 4 bars, and it would lead into another word and he played with that for a few bars. I like when people use creativity and challenge themselves instead of just doing the same cookie cutter thing. I mean, if you do the same cookie cutter thing well, great. But I love when we get those moments where people step outside the box a little bit. This second half of the album is turning out to be really, really good. This is The Gambler.
You hit, you save your chips, and you can end up being mediocre. Life just flips, life's a bitch, but you don't need the poker. I double down, they laughed at me, I don't need them jokers.
You don't need a poker, that's sick.
I was a king before 21. 22 came quickly and swiftly, got busted soon as the judge hit me. Imagine
Ooh, that blackjack flip.
Defending you when I grabbed the strap. Watch your fool. Nigga done told so I couldn't back a rat. Was dealt a bad hand, that's a fact.
Oh, couldn't back a rat. Actually, I think it's called Baccarat. What we doing? We giving credit for that?
Back to back, shoot for the stars and aim for a platinum plaque. They all protecting they slots, cause I'm what these rappers lack. Either death, feeling like you need a rest. Heart beating through your chest. Shoulda never blew that check. Now we all pissed off, stuck up in his pit balls. Kinda like our daddies was, trying to get these chips off. Standing on an old block, I need this shit to lift off. We just trying to make it jump, don't ever get it crisscross. Gamble.
That jump crisscross line is tough.
Dice, I see low twice and then I dip off.
Another super impressive song from Ransom lyrically. Entire verse, of course, was extended metaphor, gambling with your life, gamble at the casino. Every line played into that theme really good as well. The beat was okay. It was still better than a lot of beats on the first half of it. I think they probably could have picked some better drums. Sample was pretty good. This is the last track, Beautiful Gravesites.
Line of sight through these niggas who missed the glass reference. Whole life I trained to be clutch, won't fear my last seconds. Past lessons taught me how to get my bags healthy. And I never had to blow like the brass section. I just knew I would win as a hood kid. But growing up in the projects was like them hood films. My bars be God level, they blasphemy. With the punches, this kid Black and Jack Dempsey, them stats.
I got so scared he was gonna say a blasphemy line. Thank God he didn't.
Y'all disappeared when it matters most. They had a coach and still couldn't see me. It's like I had a cloak.
That's a pretty tough verse. He had some crisp rhyme schemes throughout. You know, some of them punches missed, but still some slick stuff in there.
When I write with this vision, hard to recite it. Same words that bounce off you in public, scar you in private. I'm hardly excited. You too plain, target the pilot. Stand up niggas, get hurt when they flag like Jonathan Isaac. Your bar.
Ooh, that's a punch. Oh, that's a punch. Stand up niggas, get hurt when they flag Jonathan Isaac. I was a bubble coon who was the only nigga who wasn't kneeling in the NBA, and then he got hurt like the next day. Niggas get hurt when they flag, like get hurt game banging.
When I spit, I give you that corner feel. You nothing like us. When I clutch her, make sure your Jordans peel. For niggas throwing parties in prison, who got that quarter pill?
Your Jordan's peel is fire.
I ain't waiting for fate, nigga. Cause yesterday's run ain't gon' win you today's race, nigga. Some brave grave diggers, yay flippers, campaigning on a ballot like yay, nigga. Trying to get this to 8 figures. Yeah.
I love that
trying
rhyme
to be great, nigga. What they give us? My grass cut. I'm watching these snakes slither.
Of this martyrdom where they're birthed into a revolution that they never chose. Grew up cold, but I never froze. Murdered friends, sent from above. The crime scene without a director's cut. The street cinema where a history of violence turned to pain and glory. Heavy is the head that was born to.
Oh, this is sick.
This ain't even a poem. These are ransom notes.
That's sick. Ooh, these are Ransom notes. Because he had a scheme where he incorporated the names of Ransom's past few albums. I think I found the solution to the Keisha Plum problem. Get this nigga to Griselda ASAP. That poem was fire. Ransom lost his mind. JR was spitting. I think the beat was pretty good. And overall, man, you're going to be hard pressed to find an album that has rapping on this level. I mean, Ransom is rapping like an alien on here. The rhyme schemes are amazing from front to back. The punches here are battle rap caliber. The wordplay and the entendre is ridiculous. He has a couple of songs where he does extended metaphors and keeps the same scheme going for the entire verse. I mean, bar for bar, this is up there with any project this year. Now, the downside is this production was all over the place. Some of this stuff was sounding like bling era rap. Yeah, some weak drums on it. But I will say the production did get significantly better on that second half of the album. And Nicholas Craven, he was fired throughout. He probably should have just produced the whole thing. You know, outside of Imperial Glaciers, all the best beats on here were Nicholas Craven beats. Yeah, I think this album is pretty sick. Where you have it overall is going to depend on how much you impact production. But lyrically, this thing's on another level.